Hello. I know. I haven't been on here in over a year. Long story short, I had to get rid of my game because it wouldn't work on this computer because I have Windows 11 now. But with my luck, I found the game on Steam. So this is the Steam version of the game. Um, Today I just thought I would do another tutorial because I haven't done one in obviously over a year. I was doing the uh, walkthrough of Magic Quarters, but I lost the progress because of the computer. So I think I'll just do a tutorial. Now I was thinking of doing a tutorial of a coaster building challenge scenario instead of just a normal boring scenario with guests. For this one, as you can see, I have most of my progress back. I just have two that need to be completed, and then I basically beat the game, despite this little son of a gun down here. I'm not even going to go into detail. But for this, I'll do Razor Rocks because it's the somewhat simplest one and it's at the top. Okay, so your task is to build a massive coastal field park amongst Razor Rocks. 10 different types of roller coasters, each operating in your park with an excitement value of at least 6. First of all, with this park, you have no time limit. So if there's any good news, it's that there's no time limit whatsoever, so you can take as long as you like with this park. You don't have to rush. Uh, Now, when they say at least 6, it's just like a guess scenario where they say park rating of at least 600. This has to be 6 or above. If it's not, you will not achieve this scenario. You have no entrance fee, which means you're surviving off ride money. Now, this park is good for those who are successful with coasters. I, for one, am not. I suck at building coasters, especially in this game. Maybe more Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I'm better, but this game, I suck at it. But there are multiple tutorials on YouTube, but if you were to build anything in this park in terms of coasters, you could make them go out of the rock, through the rock, over the rock, whatever you like. You really can't go underground because you're basically at ground level. If I turn on the markers here, you're at 7 and 6. You can, yeah, if I even try to move this, oh, yeah, you know what? You could actually go underground if you really wanted to. But yeah, your choices for coasters, in case you all are wondering, are this. I do not recommend doing this, the side friction coaster, because you will be here forever. Even though you have unlimited time, you will be here forever trying to get a rating of 6 with this one. Anyways, in terms of money, you can go up to 25K. If you don't believe me, there you go, 25K. So you have plenty of money to work with. But obviously start with the, gentle rides and everything to get your money flowing and then build coasters. They do get progressively harder with these scenarios, but that's why I'm telling you to start with this one. Now, in terms of coasters, if you haven't played this game before, there are 3 what do you call it? 3 ratings to a coaster. So let's use a wooden. Let's say I chose this design. You have 3 ratings. You have the excitement rating, the intensity rating, and the nausea rating. This scenario is asking for the excitement rating to be at least 6. This is on the dot. 6. Wow, I fluked that completely. You're on the dot with 6. Which means if you were to build this, that would be 1 coaster down out of 10. Now, you have the intensity rating and the nausea rating. You normally, in any scenario, want this to be at its highest and these to be lower. Most of the time, people who aren't that great at building coasters, hello, this would be the other way around. You'd have these 2 higher and this one lower. And again, this says approximate because this will change depending on the location of the build. If I build this on top of a rock, which we all know will not happen, these 2 will probably spike and that will probably drop. If I build this on flat land, this will probably spike and these will probably drop. So it depends on where it's built. That's why it says approximate. And this is with any ride. It's not just roller coasters, and not just that design. Um, yeah. So that's that for this park. You don't have to worry about guests or park rating. So don't let that weigh you down because it's all about the roller coasters. That's this park. There are more parks that include this same kind of challenge. I'll show you another one. Um, okay, Octagon Park, and I wouldn't attempt Octagon Park or Nevermore Park unless you have way more experience because they're challenging. But let's use Dusty Desert. This is the same idea, except instead of 6, it's 7 for the excitement rating, and you have to finish building 5 coasters. You don't have to build them yourself. They're okay. So you have 5 coasters partially built. Now you may look at this and think, where's the 5th coaster? Right here, sticking out of the ground. So by far that'll be the easiest one. You make it come up and out of the ground a few times, easy 6. I mean easy 7. The most difficult coaster will probably be this one and the inverted one. Actually, no, not even the inverted one. I'd probably say the corkscrew and that one, right? Yeah, those two will probably be the hardest. But other than that, should be smooth sailing. Um, yeah, so you got this one, and then there's a similar one with tiny towers. Now, this is the same idea. It's 6.4, so it's a little less, but the only downfall, that. That's your park. This tiny little square. So, I mean, this is not as small as the park you will see in the future, but it's small. And if one coaster, again, drop coaster, no problem. This one will be difficult because you got to get it here and you start from here. Majority of the paths are built, but again, it will be difficult, especially the wooden coaster. The wooden coaster, yeah, you're going to have fun with that one because look where it starts. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, just start with Razor Rocks and then work your way up. But that's the logistics of these. Again, if you're good at building coasters, you should fly by these. But again, for someone like me who's not so much. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this. I will be back hopefully sometime tomorrow or even next week with Magic Quarters because I lost the progress. So I'm gonna start all over again. Woohoo! Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.